You should know about Fiona Smyth because she's a Toronto icon. If you didn't know her in person, you've seen her work around town, Snaky D's, you know, her murals, hopefully her comics all over the place, her feminist work, and I'm happy she's been giving her due after 30 years of huge input.
So I'm Fiona Smyth. Somnambulance is a collection of comics of mine that I've created from 1985 through to 2017. Somnambulance is referencing somnambulism, which is sleepwalking, and much of my work is kind of dreamy and surreal, and I often do this character of a sleeping woman who's floating over a bed or over a landscape of pointy trees, kind of like a bed of nails. The themes of my work over the years have been about female empowerment, female identity, exercising, being raised a Catholic kid, and seeing images of the Virgin Mary and images of tortured Jesus and mashing those together. And especially if you think of me coming up in the 80s and obviously Madonna.
I hear your voice.
Yep, Fiona virtually created her own feminist religion, and as a trailblazer in the comic book world, her cartoons were ahead of their time.
When I was coming up in the 80s, the comics world in Toronto was being led by the Holy Triumvirate of Seth and Joe Matt and Chester Brown, who were leading the way of autobiographic comics, and I wasn't really doing that.
She has a drawing style that's kind of whimsical, and her work has a free, kind of natural feel to it that it's enjoyable to look at.
Fiona describes her style as figurative, feminist, cartoony, and sometimes pop. She also illustrates her dreams.
I dreamt I was Burt Reynolds. I dreamt I was Burt Reynolds and I was pretty drunk. I don't know how I got home. Everyone was pointing at me. Burt Reynolds! It's Burt Reynolds! Hey, it's Burt!
A prolific artist and cartoonist, she's publicized several long-running comic strips, including Cheese for Exclaim magazine and Fazooza for Vice. She's also released her first dystopian graphic novel, The Neverwers, about 3 teens who become humanity's only hope for survival. She's also illustrated the groundbreaking kids' books, What Makes a Baby, and Sex is a Funny Word with writer and sex educator Corey Silverberg.
She's such a groundbreaker. There's always been a very strong feminist bent, which is coupled with the kind of artwork she does. You can look at the stuff and you can just like it on the surface, but you can also see deeper meaning in it and, you know, go, yay, you know, it's like...